Hi, Rick Wolf here from rickwolf.com with a quick tutorial about some early habits to get into when starting to learn to draw in vector in such apps as Adobe Illustrator and other Adobe apps. I'm calling the series Think in Vector. Before we get started, a little tour of my desk. Here's a view of my desktop and keyboard and mouse the way I have it. That's a little Intuos tablet. If you are mousing, as most of you do, righty, then you'd have your modifying keys in Illustrator as you're drawing in the standard positions of index finger is Command or Control key, middle finger is Option or Alt, and the Shift key is the ring finger. We'll get into what all these things do later, and of course space bar is a thumb. If you need to delete, you probably are taking your mouse hand away from drawing momentarily and deleting. In my case, I'm taking because I have a lefty, I have my fingers on the modifier keys and I go up to delete. Either way, it's a pain in the neck and you want to minimize your visits to the delete key as much as possible. So let's get right to the point. Get it? The point. And I select the point tool, the pen tool, by typing the letter P. And I'm going along and drawing. And I'm doing some smooth points. Hold down the Option key and make a corner point. This will all be outlined in other future tutorials. You probably come already knowing this. But I've done some sort of a outline. I realized, at this point, without touching any of the other keys, I'm thinking, I don't like the way this is coming out at all. I just want to get rid of it in a hurry. The whole thing. Nothing but the object. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do this, but I just want to get rid of it. Now, the book will tell you that which you delete, you must first select. And you could, I suppose, hold down your Command or Control key to have the tool convert temporarily to the Direct Select tool. Then hold the Option or Alt key down to make sure that when you select some object, either a point or a segment or marquee around any part of it, that all of it selects. Notice the hollow endpoints now are solid, which means the whole object is selected, and I can delete it. That's a little time consuming. It's not just the interval between when you hold down the modifier keys and the delete. It's actually finding the thing. I mean, let's face it. If you got a bunch of spaghetti and you're trying to pick out what you're trying to do, I mean, especially even if it's, let's face it, even if it's an actual spaghetti, spaghetti, then you're trying to pick out the different forms. Is this what I want? Oh, I got to make sure that I get my modifier key so that I get all the objects. And if I'm selecting it's just a pain in the neck. So let's not do that. What I would do if I were you, let's get back to the pen. Drawing. Notice that as I draw, the only thing that's selected is the very last line segment, the very last point that I've just drawn. And actually the line segment too, but that's neither here nor there. Notice all the other points are hollow. Well, that's not going to do me any good. I want the whole thing deleted. Watch what happens when I just hit the delete key right now. Predictably, the last segment that I drew goes away. But now Illustrator very politely selects the whole rest of the job for me. So I just hit the delete key again. Taking the advantage of the fact that I found the delete key, and I just hit it twice. So to recap, here you're drawing, and you hate it, delete. That's all. The first of
a number of episodes I can think of offhand. If you can have any ideas or suggestions or encouragement or complaints or whatever, email me at thinkinvector@gmail.com. On Twitter, I'll be shooting out little advices every once in a while. Think in Vector. As always, I'm on rickwolf.com/portfolio is my work samples, and I'm on Twitter at rickwolf, all one word. Please note, if you will, two F's. Delete, delete. See that?